Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And my name is Muhammad Fikri bin SHAHIDAN, and my thread number is S22B0020. So the title is Resilience Building and its Pointments Transformation. Why choose the text? This text is about the self-compassion of a person who is able to understand and improve oneself in light of the quotes. Second is six of to explain self-compassion and the qualities that make it up, such as self-kindness, empathy, and awareness. The third is due to prior traumas, upbringing, practicing self-compassion may be difficult for certain people, but it possesses the possibility of growth and transformation via self-awareness. Next, what is the purpose of the text? First, it's the common feelings is of disappointment. Stress the value of developing self-compassion as a strategy for handling it. B. Who is the intent, the audience of the text? All can be audience includes those who have been let down in their personal. An example for the angel is a relationship, career, other critical events. Among other areas of their life, it also addresses those who may have a hard time being compassionate to themselves or who grew up in unsupportive situations. C. What is the statement of the text? It is usually to be disappointed in life. Self-compassion training is essential for coping with it. By practicing self-kindness, we may recognize our shared humanity. Training in mindfulness, we can effectively navigate disappointment, improve our mental and emotional well-being, and transforms our life. The next is what are the topic sentences by paragraph. For paragraph 1 or body 1, being disappointed in life is common. In handling feeling of disappointment, comprehension is crucial. Second, for body 2, we may comprehend and realize it's to better ourselves and be better people with the support of self kindness, humanism, and awareness. Comprehension may improve a person's guidance, well-being, and resilience. It can also lessen stress. For paragraph 3 is difficult of self-compassion for individuals with childhood trauma or dysfunctional upbringing. For paragraph 4 is cultivating the self through mindfulness and self-compassion. And conclusion of paragraph 5 is practicing self-compassion may be challenging for some individuals, especially those who have experienced childhood trauma or grew up in dysfunctional households. E. Do these topic sentences related to the thesis statement of the text? When dealing with disappointment, self-compassion is essential, especially for people who were raised by critical parents or who are self-critical. Second is the topic sentences you give address the definition of self-compassion, its common components, self-kindness, common humanity, and mindfulness. It is advantage. It is difficult for some people to practice. The necessity of self-compassion is handling disappointment is the main notion of the thesis statement, which is supported and expanded even by each of these subjects. F. How does the author present the arguments to support each topic synthesis? Benefit of self-compassion. According to the author, cultivating self-compassion has several advantages such as boosting resilience and general well-being, lowering stress and anxiety. The G is are the argument combines why or why not. Challenges. The section admits the pupils with particular histories, such as those who have experienced childhood trauma or who grew up in dysfunctional house may find it difficult to practice self-compassion. The chapter illustrates this by acknowledging the possible challenges in the requirements for a progressive approach. Which are the opposing view and how are these view contribute? Opposing view. Self-compassion is a sign of weakness. Counter-argue. Self-compassion is a sign of emotional intelligence and strength, rather than weakness. Instead of being bitterly judgmental of ourselves, it requires strength to face our disappointments with care and empathy. Self-compassion help us to face difficulties and failures with resilience, allow us to develop and learn from our experience. So the conclusions in paper in Malaysia can relate to the idea of self-compassion and this is described in the book. People might comprehend that are not alone in their disappointments by realizing that sorrow and impression are a part of the human experience. In a country where there may be a cultural focus on upholding a positive image or suppressing the expression of unpleasant feelings. This emission can be very beneficial for students, manage stress, anxiety, with numerous duties, deadlines, and transition. The college or university atmosphere may be difficult for students. A rise in stress and anxiety might be a tribute to academic or personal disappointments. The technique described in the text, such as self-kindness and mindfulness, can support students' mental and emotional well-being, help them become more resilient and lower their stress levels. Thank you.